What is up, my YouTube friends? Welcome to Questions from the Truck number 40. I think this is 49 overall. How the show works is on either Tuesday or Wednesday, I put out a reminder video, and in that video, I ask you for your questions, and in this video, I ask you for your help answering those questions. So, man, I burnt myself on soup last night. I was testing some soup I made and boom, burnt myself. It was hot. And in case you ask, my first question comes from Steve 87th PSAP. Steve wants to know, how do they load those 20 footers, those 20-foot trash cars? He sees that up by him, the 40-foot and 48-foot containers, they take the top off. Steve, I'm just guessing they do the same with the 20-footers. And the only reason why I say that is because sometimes I see trash hanging out the top of the car, which tells me the top comes off. Which makes logical sense. It'd be hard to stuff it in the end, you know? It'd be easy to empty it from the end. But, yeah. I'm saying the top comes off. If any of you guys know, put it in the comments below. Thanks for your question, my friend. My next question is from Mystic Southern Railway, John down there. He wants to know CSX loco of choice. In my area, it's GEs, like the ES44s and ET44s. I know they got, a couple years ago, they got an order from EMD of 10. They're calling them ST70. I think they're AHs or something, SHs, something like that, or something. But really, you don't see them much up here. There's only 10 of them that I know of on the system. So up here it's GEs. And locals are EMD at GP40s, 38s, things like that. Thanks for your question, my friend. My next question is from Lackawanna Railfan. Tyler over there wants to know, do I have HO stuff? I do. 2 cars, 2 boxcars. One is a Conrail boxcar, and the other is just a, I don't know what it is, but I just bought it because they were like $2, and I was practicing weathering, and that's it. Will I model HO? I don't know. Maybe one day, if I get a bigger place, or I don't know. I really don't know. Need a sip. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. And he also wants to know, do I have any Lackawanna rolling stock or engines? No, I don't. And that's just because I don't see them down here. So most of my stuff is what I see, and what catches my eye. Not that I don't like their stuff. I just, haven't bought any. Not to say that I won't. I do like Delaware Lackawanna's paint scheme. That's pretty cool. And thanks for your question. My next question is from Wilmer, Indian Head Valley Railroad. He wants to know, will I be modeling CSX on my layout? I don't even own a CSX engine. I have cars, but I'd like to get a little, like, GP 38 or something like that. Or, yeah, like a little 4-axle CSX engine. But man, Atlas has them. They're like $175, man. I'm not that much in love with them yet. And also, he wants to know, will I have the juice cars on my layout? Yes, because I have a bunch of juice cars. I love the juice cars. That's really what got me into modeling. I'd see the juice train, and I just loved those cars, man. They were cool cars back in the 80s. And that and coal cars. So I don't think I'll be modeling coal cars on my layout, though. Maybe passing through. And any future trolley restorations? Yes, I am doing in a couple months, I am going to make a full set of doors for one of the PCC cars down at Baltimore Streetcar Museum. Not a real complicated thing. I'll be going down, get the doors off the car, bring them back to my shop, make new doors, go down and put them on. I will put a picture in right after this, because this is going to be my break. I'm going to do this in 2 parts, maybe more. But yeah, I'll put a photo of the streetcar up for you so you can see. We'll be back for part 2. Son of a gun, man. So part 2. Wilmer, that orange car is a PCC car in that photo, and that's the car that I am rebuilding the doors on, making new doors for. My next question is from Sparky107107. Sparky wants to know, what's a uni-frog and is it brown or green? It's not brown or green. Well, it does look brown. But it's this switch from Pico. They call it uni-frog. As opposed to electro-frog or insul-frog. So, if you can see there, my understanding is... Let me get out of the light. Sorry for the crappy photo. But, you see the frog there, it's metal. On the insul-frog, it's plastic. And I think on the electro-frog, it's metal too. But you have to wire it special or something. I don't know much about them, dude, but I'm going to find out. Because there's no videos that show you how to wire them. Maybe you don't need to. I don't know, dude. But they say that you can wire them right up out of the box, the way they are. I guess that means not wiring them? I don't know, dude. We're going to find out. But either they are out or they're coming out with them for HO. Uni-frog is going to be Pico's switch of the future. I guess they're going to do away with both of them. Thanks for your question, bro. Hang in there for me. We'll get to answers. Rick Bailey's question to me is, he knows there's a front and a rear to a loco. Doesn't matter which way the car travels. No, Rick. I can't see it that it would. There's a B end. See that little brake wheel? Focus, 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 focus. And there's an A end. No brake wheel. Right? That's all there is, you know, that distinguishes front and back of a car. B and A. Doesn't matter how it goes down the tracks. What a mess that would be, switching them all the time. Thanks for your question, bro. My next question, NorfolkSouthern Railfan. He wants to know, do DPUs act as helpers? Yes, they do, and you can tell because they're online. You hear them running when they go by. They help with train power and distributing the power throughout the train. It helps with airing up the train. You know, you got these 14,000-foot trains, man. It would take forever to air them up. His next question, does Wilmington Western still serve Delaware brick? As far as I know, they do, but they don't get much brick. I mean, they served them last year, I think, one car, and prior to that, it was like 5 years or 7 years since the last car. So, yes, but not really, because they don't get much. Why do people disregard crossings? I don't know, dude. Why do people disregard a lot of stuff? Because they're in a hurry. And his last question to me is Delaware Central, DeMarva Central Railroad. He wants to know, why do they take so long to interchange with K64? I don't know, dude. It's the railroad. They're not on a schedule. You know that. You wait for a train. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. Let me get my coffee. Sorry. You know, they're not on a schedule. Even Amtrak can't keep a schedule. Things happen. Trains break down, parts break, cars break. You know, who knows, man? Sometimes it takes an hour to do a move. Sometimes it takes 4 hours. You wait, it comes when it comes, bro. If anybody else has some answers to these questions, please put them in the comments below. I don't want to seem like the authority on this stuff because I'm not. It's just my guesses. That's it. Did that one. My next one, Bob, PK&W Railroad Model Works. Bob is using aluminum foil for a natural metal look on his buildings, and he wants to know a good glue, best adhesive to use for it. I don't know, my friend. I'm probably caulk, or I don't know much about this, but I hear good things about it. It's that Orleans tacky glue. Whether or not it's permanent, I don't know. I guess it is. It says all-purpose adhesive. To me, adhesive means permanent, I guess. It would say temporary, right? I would think. It doesn't say wood it'll bond. But hey man, it's made in the good old US of A. Probably even Elmer's would work. I don't know. That stuff holds anything, right? Do a test. If anybody has some advice for... Oh, my leg's getting hot. My heater's right there. For Bob, let him know. Layout's behind me, though. See what's going on. I got my cork down, doing some clearance tests, and I'm liking it. Can't wait to start laying track and wiring it up, even though I don't know what I'm doing. I'll take you guys along. I guess there's going to be a third part because I got to say goodbye to you. Part 3, huh? My next question is from Corey, AKVR. Corey over there, he wants to know what season do I plan to model on my layout? Spring, summer, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be green, whatever's out there. Speaking of, making some good progress on my layout. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Corey. Thanks for your question. My next question is from Train Spotter Vasily. He wants to know, where do I like the Railfan at? All over, man. I don't really have a perfect spot. I mean, everywhere. CSX, NS, South Jersey, here, Delaware County, Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Reading, wherever, man. I go all over the place. Thanks for your question. My next question is from Joey Buxick. Joey wants to know, in my opinion, what's the best way to store like plywood and lumber? You see, I got my lumber up there, laying down. I mean, ideally, yeah, you want to put your big boards, thickest boards on the bottom to give you a good surface so you don't get any sag in it. But yeah, that's how I do my lumber. Sometimes I stand it up. Depends how big it is, you know. And sometimes I get lumber that's 11 feet. You're not standing that up in the basement. I stand it up in my big storage place. But yeah, that's how I store lumber. Plywood, I don't keep plywood around a lot, and the only plywood that I do keep around is Baltic birch, and see it behind me, I just lay it flat against the wall, stack it really good. All the other stuff, like, I don't want to say like good grade plywood, like furniture grade, just lay it against your wall as flat as you can keep it. Ideally, yeah, you want to lay it down, but if you don't have room to lay it down, you don't have room to lay it down. But like I said, I don't keep a lot around. The only thing I do keep around is that Baltic birch, and that doesn't that doesn't bow. It just doesn't. Um, Anything else like CDX and exterior grade plywood, that's going to start warping on you. You really need to lay it flat, in my opinion. I hope that helped you, man. As always, I thank you all for your questions. You got 11 this week. That's pretty good. Until the next time, be well, be blessed, and see you somewhere on the tracks. See it!